Hello and welcome to Newsbeat on Internet Television International. This is our Abuja studio in Nigeria. I am Christine Opara. First, the headlines. Onovo laments on equipment to tackle kidnapping. Reps raise new questions on constitution amendment. Niger All-Stars pop for polls in Ibadan. Details in a bit. Inspector General of Police Ogbonna Onovo has declared that the Nigerian police force lacked the apparatus to solve the problem of kidnapping in the country. Onovo, who spoke during a visit to him in Abuja by the 4 journalists that were set free on Sunday by kidnappers in Abia State, said the kidnapping of the journalists was what God wanted to use to let Nigerians know about the seriousness of the crime called kidnapping that the police has been fighting without necessary equipment. The once kidnapped victims expressed gratitude to the Inspector General and his men. In response, Onovo said the gratitude by the journalists will serve as a tool to encourage the police force to do more to fight crime. Members of the House of Representatives have raised questions about the amended constitution. During Tuesday's plenary, Honorable C.I.D. Maduabum questioned the right of the upper legislative house to declare the amended constitution passed without the consent of the lower house.
For the operation of this shall not be passed in either house of the assembly unless the proposal is supported by the votes of no less than 2/3 majority of all members of that house, and it is conjunctive, approved by the resolution of the houses of assembly of no less than 2/3 of the states, and is conjunctive. When you finish this and this, you now come to pass it. You will now come to now pass it. You shall not be passed until you do this and that.
Minority Whip of the House, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, was of the view that the issue was just a matter of ambiguity, while former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Patricia Ete, asked members to wait for the House to hear from the upper legislative chamber.
Discountenance what he's saying, but the question is fantastic. I believe there's another side to it. The operative word from the provisions of the section that he has read is unless. The question now remains, is this unless conjunctive or is it disjunctive? It's a question of which comes first, the chicken or the egg. And I believe when you have a situation like this, there is clear ambiguity in the law. When you have an ambiguity in the law, what you do is you now look at the intention behind that law. Can it rightly be said that the people who framed the Constitution intended for this House to go through the exercise and the labor that it went through for so long, now pass the bill to the states, and now start the states to bring it back for us to go through that same process all over again? That cannot be the intention of the framers of the Constitution. So it is important, and if that be the case, it is now for the court, if at all, to interpret and decide. There is an ambiguity here, and I think the clear intention of the framers of the Constitution is that for those both sides to exercise their personal rights and the bill is passed as law. It's as simple as that.
I believe that it is only pertinent for the leadership of the House to let us know the outcome of the decision of the House. Then we can now ratify and just move on.
Deputy Speaker of the House, Usman Nafada, who presided over the session, called on members to be calm as the consultants of the House will look into the issue and the leadership of the House will bring the decision to the floor of the House. The Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria has unmitigated its lawsuit to the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking Persons and Other Related Matters, NAPTIP, for its inquiry of Zamfara State Senator Ahmed Yerima to an Egyptian minor. Muhammad Ndanusa Katu, who is standing for the council, said the essence of joining the agency to the suit was to make its support for the senator clear. The council asked the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja to join NAPTIP to the suit because it had twice invited Mr. Yerima to appear before it over his marriage to a 14-year-old Egyptian minor. Meanwhile, the council had sued the Speaker of the House of Representatives and the National Human Rights Commission. It asked the court to declare that Mr. Yerima's fundamental human rights had been tampered with by the organization's decision to investigate the marriage. The council had also asked the court to stop the lawmakers from taking any steps, decisions, or actions in relation to the matter. Former President of the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, Alhaji Sani Lulu Abdullahi, has uttered gratitude to all Nigerians for the role they played in the release of his mother, Hajia Laruba, who was kidnapped last week. Lulu said he was so glad that his mother came out without any injury and gave kudos to security agencies and the media for their efforts in the survival of his aged mother. Ibadan, the university town capital of Oyo State, will on Monday growl with the heavy sounds of top Nigerian musicians. The musicians will be lending their voices and rhythms to the Call to Vote Nigeria campaign as part of the Rock the Vote Mega Jam 2010. The event, which is scheduled to hold at the Trenchard Hall of the University of Ibadan, is the Voters Awareness and Sensitization Concert being staged in collaboration with entertainment organizations. It will feature live music performances from such artists as Omolmi, Sound Sultan, Ajuju, Natosi, Rooftop MCs, Benga, Adenuga, Banky W, amongst others. Organizers say the event will help send the right message to all Nigerians on voting. National coordinator of the campaign, Fiamari Mochazoaka, hints that the concert is not going to be all about music. The theme of the concert is 2011, Why the Youths Must Vote. And that's our take on News Beats. I'm Christine Opera. Thanks for logging on.